Hey. What the business is, YouTube? This your boy Clarence over here at Pursuit of Freedom. Hey, hey, I'm a little late on putting this here video out here, but these days get a little long. I guess I can say I'm creating excuses. But today is Sunday. I did wanted to put it out there before Monday though. The 22nd. This was my trade from the 19th. Well, at least I closed it on the 19th. This is a swing trade starting on the 13th. The 13th was a Thursday. I gotta get my calendar, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm still on point. Yeah, so the 13th was a Friday. Excuse me, that's why I had to get my calendar. The 13th was a Friday, the 19th was a Thursday. Okay. So I got into this thing solo, electromechanical, you know what I'm saying? On the 19th, I was in Baytown, Texas, picking up a load at a Walmart. And the line was long than a motherfucker at this goddamn Walmart. And I got tired of waiting. I had to be sitting in the line just to get in the facility for about 20 minutes. And, you know what I mean? I'm about 15 trucks back, and not one truck had moved in the entire 20 minutes of me being there. So I was a little ticked. I'm feeling like, well, I got, you know what I mean? Because one thing you hate as a driver, man, to get someplace to be on your clock because your time is limited. Once you wake up and get your time started, the time is now ticking against you. You know what I'm saying? I like to try to maximize my days. The most I can do, I would say, if I did like a 600-mile day, uh, with the raise that I've gotten, that'd be like $240. But if I did only 500 miles that day, that'd be $205. It's like $200. You know what I'm saying? A day. So I need this time so I can be moving, right? But I'm sitting at this Walmart and things ain't moving. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go sit in the sleeper and see if I can find me a stock on my computer, being that the truck ain't moving, right? So I see this here solo, electromechanica, electric vehicles. This is an industry. This is something that is needed. You know what I'm saying? They talking about global warming. You know what I'm saying? So, and cars are one of the biggest for putting out, you know what I mean, all of this here carbon monoxide to our atmosphere, speeding up the globe warming, right? But I get in near the top of the play, at least for Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It was like 8:45 when I got there, Eastern time. So that's 9:45. That's in Texas. So that's Eastern time. So that's right at the market open, a little after the market open. That's about best case scenario for me, because it's rare that I'm in front of the market open. That's really when I want to get involved, right? So I first spotted solo right around 650. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, it had a spike that's at 691. I finally getting into the facility because at about nine, you know what I mean? Uh, I'm getting into the facility right before 10. So I'm like, man, I want to get into this and stop. Because the first thing I noticed about the stock, honestly, was its daily chart. The daily chart, I got it squeezed out. I just wanted to show you where my entry was. Because my entry, if I was thinking to day trade this, my entry, well, it wasn't late. I got in at 725. I didn't even get a chance to see it hit 91 because by the time I got into the stock, uh, no, actually, I think I got there a little bit earlier. Now, I might have been there sitting there since like 9:30, but 9:45 is when I keyed in on solo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in this thing at 725 right before it spikes up to 791 and came back down. And from there, for the rest of that day, it was done. Uh, and for the most part, that didn't matter to me because before I got in the stock, I was thinking I could possibly sit in this thing for a swing trade. You know what I'm saying? I had some delay because I honestly could have been in at 650, but I was looking at news. This is why, like, the fundamentals at times really don't matter to me. If a stock is moving, you can cut you a slice of that cake, capture you a piece of that movement, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that's about the best thing you can do at times. So like the stock had the third, oh yeah, okay, the third quarter on earnings was the thing that I had seen. Now this was the 13th when I got in the stock, so this was the news that You know what I'm saying? That was available then. You know what I mean? Uh, November the 10th, they had their third quarter earnings. At least that's what I looked at. But when you read through the earnings, you ain't coming across no earnings. You do find some information on, they delivered their first shipment of their solo EVs into the U.S. line of companies, ongoing vehicle rollout strategy. Vehicle rollout strategy. So these vehicles ain't out yet. You know what I'm saying? They expanded the solo retail footprint into 6 additional high traffic upscale shopping centers in EV friendly cities. San Diego, so you got some Cali in there. I see Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So Oregon and on the West Coast, right? But I have not come across anything saying that they made a dime through this entire article. And playing around with this article, I missed the early entry. You know what I mean? It didn't take too long for the stock to get up all the way to this point. But when I look back at the stock, I'm like, dang, this thing all the way back, all the way up to 725. Let me get involved. Now I got 2 minute charts up because the 1 minute chart, I got to scroll back forever. But this is more so what excited me about the stock. So I'm in at 725. I held it for pretty much a week because I'm in on the 13th, out on the 19th. But let me show you the daily chart right quick. Now I'm scrolled back in time on the daily chart some because this obviously is going to October, right? All right, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, or zoom out, so we get back to July. It spiked big in July, and then it just traded sideways. You know what I'm saying? It had a little micro resistance set on whatever this day is right here, the 14th. Stock price pushed up above my short-term moving averages. I kind of eyeball when the stock does that. See, like I love to watch a stock fall beneath the short-term moving averages, the 9 and the 13 EMA, and then just move sideways. You know what I'm saying? Just trend sideways beneath it and then pop above that. To me, once the stock goes from underneath the short-term moving average, the 9 and 13, to above it, the chart can become bullish. It can become bullish, but with this little range right here being an example of sometimes that does not happen. You know what I'm saying? Where the stock's price got right on above, but went from beneath the 13 or the short-term moving averages to above to right back beneath, right? But over here in October the 14th, they had a spike above it. This is October the 29th, towards the end of October, it had a spike above it. And then the stop, you see, it had a spike above it here on the 14th. You know what I'm saying? Separated from the sun, went sideways, just kind of trended right back beneath my blue and my green short-term moving averages. Popped above it, went sideways, stayed above it. For me, man, this is key right here. I mean, when the chart can stay above that 13 EMA, that 9 EMA, we might have a bullish chart. And then from there, I want to come down to my dollar volume and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a bunch of these little small red candles, fat green candle to the tune of 100 million. You know what I'm saying? Then we get another semi-big green candle, and we got green candles building. You know what I'm talking about? Then we get into November. This is November the 5th, and we above those short-term moving averages. So any bit of buying come into this thing here, and it's going to spike. So electric vehicles have had a little bit of a buzz. I'm going to scroll a little bit more into where we at now, right? Uh, did I scroll forward? I went backwards. Huh? All right, so this was November the 5th. It was much bigger, you know what I mean, a little bit scrolled out. You know what I'm saying? This is still November the 5th right here. We above the short-term moving averages. So, the stock is just building on bullish momentum. The run has begun. This, for me, during this time right here when we trending above, that's the earliest possible entry to trying to ride a bullish chart. It's rare that I catch these, but I just look at a pattern of the stock pushed above that, grinding along it, push higher, trade it sideways for a little bit, push higher, So I'm expecting it to go sideways again for a little bit, push higher. And this is the 12th. This was the day before this Thursday, the 12th, the day before I got in here. I get in on the 13th where the stock pushed higher. We're now separated from those short-term moving averages. That's when I would begin to get worried. But I got, you know what I'm saying, like 2 solid weeks of the stock giving a pretty good push and then trending sideways. Pretty good push. They gave a second pretty good push, trended sideways, and you had another pretty good push on the day, the 19th, when I got out of the stock. And it turns out, man, like I guess I could be bad because the stock ended up doing like precisely what I was thinking or what you would hope for. I'm in at 725, so I mean 1450. 1450 would be a 100% gain in the stock, right? Yeah, because these third quarter results are a joke. You know what I'm saying? Financial results. I don't know. I don't see how that's financial results. And it don't look like they're making no money to me. Oh yeah. So along with looking at that, right? I also, and I think this is the vehicle right here. I don't know. I don't know if that's okay. No, that's Candy. I don't know. But yeah, because they got it up for electromechanical too. This little funny looking car. But I checked the statistics before I got into the stock on the 25th, and you know, even with the statistics, man, market cap. You know what I'm talking about? 159 million on the market cap. Current 489 or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? So it's a decent sized company. They're getting a lot of volume into their stock, but you get a bunch of NA. When I start to scroll down, I want to see what your revenue is. Revenue not available. I hate that though. Quarterly revenue growth year over year. Total cash not available. Debt is not available. You got so much not available over here. Float 67 million. That's not too bad. You got a little bit of help by insiders and institutions. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like when I'm looking for information and you can't even see information. You know what I'm saying? Um, I want to see at the start the company got revenue. So with these statistics, oftentimes what I do is I look at the profile, but I didn't really have the time because I felt like I wanted to get in the stock based on this daily chart, solely on this daily chart for a swing. Now the day I got in was right here, and it did precisely what I thought it would. It trended sideways. It had one little selling day, which it was a lot of selling in the stock the day that I got in because the price came all the way back down to 633 to close, right? You know what I'm talking about? So let me just click on it. 629 to close. So when it closed that day, I'm down pretty much $1 a share. But we above the short-term moving average. The chart is still bullish. So I decided to hold for a swing. You know what I'm saying? And what kills me, man, let's look at the 19th right quick. Right? So this is the 13th still. I'm going to go ahead on and find that and zoom on out. Because see, not every day I have a real chance of being in front of the market. So I'm gonna show you what made me make my decision on that day. Now, earlier that morning on the 19th, I wasn't quite moving yet. So I got to see this entire market open. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm excited when the market opened and this thing is gapped higher than my buy price. And then for several minutes, you know, I'm just looking at that box 24, 25 minutes straight, the stock kind of runs straight up. This is on the 2 minute chart. I seen it come up here and hit this 870, dip down and hit 870 again. Matter of fact, I got a little bit above 870 the second time, giving me the thought of a false breakout because I think, okay, it's going to set a high up here at 870, and then it's going to break above 870 and run to $9. When that didn't happen, I felt like, you know what? I'm getting ready to get on the road. Well, no, I was going to take a shower at that point. Take a shower at that point and then go get on the road. So I wasn't going to be looking at the stock, but this is a double top. It topped once here, topped again there. Typically what follows is, you know what I'm saying, the bears take over and sell the stock comes down. So I didn't want to be caught up in that, knowing that I wasn't going to be watching the stock after that. So I go ahead and get out. I exit right where this red line is. The stock had pulled back to my short-term moving averages, and I told myself if it cracks beneath that, I'm the hell on out. It cracked beneath the short-term moving averages, the 9 and the 13th. I'm out at 846. Where am I out at? I'm in at 725, out at 847, $975 gain. I held it for a week. You know what I'm talking about? That's a good weekly salary right now. I'll take it. Um, and this is what pissed me off. I'm heading towards Del Rio, Texas at that point. I ended up losing signal, so after a while, I couldn't even peek and see what was going on with it. But when I finally stopped that evening, man, this motherfucking stock went to punch all the way up, well above $9. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, man, okay, it's gonna break 870 way over here towards the market open and hit 9. Of course, I want to wait all the way to the afternoon until most of these brokerage companies start squeezing out shorts and stuff like that. I don't know if this was a short squeeze or not, but that's just what I was thinking. Like, okay, there must be some shorts in this thing. Let's slide in this daily chart. Must be some shorts in this thing, right? Oh, you know what? Another thing too. Uh, uh, uh. I even heard Jim Cramer talking about a big short. Citron calls electromechanica a joke. The rally in electric vehicles related stocks has not been missed by Citron research. The short seller is out with tweets Friday, hitting one of the fastest growing names in the sector. You know what I'm saying? So between FUV, I think this is thought that I seen Jim Cramer talk about some days before I had got in on the 13th, saying that it was a big short seller in that stock. So I don't know. Short's been getting squeezed like a son bitch, or he might have been talking about Nikola. I don't know which one it was he was talking about, but he said electric. He was talking about electrical vehicles. I remember him saying FUV, and they always talk about Nikola. But he said it was a big short seller in one of these stocks. So, but Solo was one that was jumping on the 13th. It was in my top 10 charts. I'm just flipping through charts, and I see a daily chart that I like. I'm trying to scroll back. Right? So this day and this day wasn't there. What I was looking at was the fact that the stock had pushed higher, went sideways, pushed higher, went sideways, had a push higher that Thursday, and Friday it was pushing higher. I said, okay, this thing like it might push and continue to go sideways. It may push again. I'm gonna swing trade this for some monies, but man, I needed to be patient just one more fucking day. God dog, man. I waited one more day. This damn thing want to come all the way up to 1350, 1360. I'd have held that thing for one more day, man. Ooh, but hey, that's what happens though. I didn't get a chance to see this here. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I knew that I was in front of the market that Thursday, and I knew that I may not have a chance of being in front of the market uh Friday. So when I get my shot at it, I get in or I get out. I was gonna close it at some point. I didn't want to have to pull on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying, take 5 minutes and get out the start. So I just got out of it again. I locked in the game, which ain't never a bad thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this was my point though. Okay, so my last trade was at APVO. You know what I'm talking about? That's basically 4300, right? In the loss. This is the reason why I can put that video out with no problem. No problem putting that video out. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't capture the rest of that movement that I could have captured. But I'm in down there near where that green line at. You know what I'm saying? With 800 shares. I got 800 shares of that thing at 725. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it right on right about 725. I keep getting a little off. You know what I'm talking about? Looking in that box, 6 times 8, $6.27. 86% growth. 6 times 8 is 48. That'd have been $4,800 in that one trade. So I mean, I ain't worried about any loss because what you lose, you can get back in one trade. I sold the stock one day before this massive blow off that would have put me right back. You know what I'm saying? Where I was, it'll put me right back, and then some. That ain't the case. That ain't what happened. But I'm cool with that though. You know what I'm talking about? I'm cool with that. Um, I don't know what the stock's gonna do after this here though. I would be super cautious though, especially seeing that Citron calls it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure this is a humongous motherfucking short seller. The I don't crossed over and tried to go bearish in this here APVO, and the bull beat the shit out of me. You see this here? This is the bull. I'm usually a bull. This is the second short sale of the year for me. And the minute I get short, the bull beat the shit out of me. You know what I'm talking about? I said, oh, you think you's a bear now, huh? You think you want to be a bear now, huh? And the bull got the kicking and stomping on me. So I went back to being the bull. Had to give up the bear for right now. But this would have been a beautiful short at this point too. Because from there it fell off for several dollars. You know what I'm talking about? You got a good flush, three straight dollars during there down, $2.75, 20% down in a matter of minutes. This is what be enticing me to want to sell because that's $3 drop, man. That's still 20% gain. You could have got, you know what I mean, 20% gains going up, grab you another 20% going down. You got 40%. Hey, holla at you. I mean, I'm done with it. I'm done with it for the day. And that happened in about an hour and 6 minutes. So you can do I know not an hour and 6 minutes, 1.6 hours. So just say, okay, you get in there for I'm talking about you traded to the upside to the tune of 21% for 50 minutes, downside to the tune of 17% for 52 minutes. So just about 2 hours. You know what I mean? And you got like close to 40% profits in 2 hours. Hey, I'm good. I'm good for the day because that could be thousands of dollars. But no, that's it. That's all I got for you, man. Just wanted to bring to you my next trade. You know what I'm talking about? That could have been a count blow up in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? This is the story of my life, man. This is the story of my life, man. The same trade uh that beat me up, APVO. You know what I'm saying? I'm trading it to the long side, man. Uh I got long in this thing down here, like I can't even see it. It's on the daily chart. I can't get the scroll up to that day. I'm in the thing like, you know what I mean? $12, $13. I had got into it over here uh on the 4th. I think like from 13 to 14 something. You know what I mean? For a little bit of change, but I got a decent game, but I'm buying it at 13. The story of my trading life, man. Taking gains way too soon. I'm buying it at 13. I got short a few days later because it's up so much, and then it got up even higher. You know what I'm saying? What's the volume in this stock now? Because this stock is a joke. 199K. You know what I'm saying? This. I'm sorry, man. This stock is look at this here. So it had all of this here buying volume like crazy, and now the volume is virtually gone in this stock. Not quite though. 9 million in dollar volume is still decent. 200,000 shares. I mean, that's still good volume. I like at least to have 200,000 shares traded in the day. You know, they had another one of these gap ups after a selling. You know what I'm saying? But okay, that wasn't what I was supposed to be talking about. I think that's still a good swing trade, a solo. You know what I mean? I'll take it for the gains. Hey, this is Pursuit of Freedom. Give me the thumbs up. It'll be more coming. Yo, yeah, I ain't done out here. Trading is gonna be my LIFE. You know what I'm saying? At some point because it's the most potential that I see out of anything that I've done. You know what I'm talking about? I need to be more patient, but I kind of fear that. I guess I watch too much 10 sites. You know what I mean? 10 sites be all that. Like, trade like a castrated choir boy. You know what I mean? Trade's afraid, right? 'Cause I could have easily just decided to hold the stop, but being that I was in front of the stop, it had double topped. It double topped at 870. That was telling me to get out. At least that's what I read it as. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go and get out right here. I got a gain. I'm gonna take my gain and get on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It double top, and then a little while after, I think I was probably in the shower at that point, but it triple top. It came up to 870 again and hit that area and didn't break above it, at least not in the morning. It did in the afternoon, but I had done locked in gains at that point. You know what I'm saying? I got to take advantage of my small windows. I ain't one of these cats that's putting videos out there that can be in front of the market all day. No, I be having 20, 30 minutes, possibly up to 1 hour, once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Twice a week at the most. You know what I'm saying? I think I can get in front of the market. And it's not always at the market open. You know what I mean? So if I get in front of the market at 1 in the afternoon, 11 o'clock before noon, you know what I'm saying, 3 in the afternoon, I look for an opportunity. I see something I like, I you know what I mean, I take a shot at it. If not, I don't. Y'all already know what this is, baby. Comeback trail, you know what I mean? Comeback trail. A setback is a setup for the comeback. This is Pursuit of Freedom. I'll let you.